Well, thank you so much, Lina and Christian, and let's see what is happening into the important places in the Great War. Let's see the panorama of different places that we have in this Asia continent with this war. The first space that we are going to see is the Ottoman Empire, one of the biggest empires around the world in this moment. They have a territory around 10 or 12 countries that they have colonized and they have conquered through the big and well organized army that they have until this moment. It is important to keep in mind that they have different heads of the power, and from those heads they have been the opportunity to conquer different territories. We have to pay attention what this empire is doing to construct those palaces to keep their forces, to control the territories that they have won during this big war. Also, they have been changing their lifestyle. They have been changing how they are conquering the different territories and see how their people in these territories living. The head of the soldiers, they are doing allies with other powerful forces around the world, but in these cities they don't have idea about what is happening outside. They don't have any idea about how the war is happening. They are preparing the forces, preparing the weapons. The Turkish newspapers, they are presenting how the different forces are moving into the battlefield, walking and walking for many time to face this situation. It's important to remind you that this war is the first war or the big great war that we have during many years. So the development of weapons and different techniques in these battles is important, and the Ottoman Empire is one of those forces that is doing a great job at the moment of preparing their people, their soldiers, to protect their territory. The nationalism that the Ottoman Empire has in order to face this situation is important because it's a key to see if they can win or see any part of what they have as their conquered territories. The allies with other countries is important to keep and maintain the force with the people that live in those countries. Let's see and let's analyze and discover what other places can we talk about that are part of this great world, the thing that is happening around us and we are not noticing. The next place is Japan. Japan is another important part of this war, which is they have a great development on places, plazas, and trains that they have using. However, they have been seen affected by the war because of the weapons that they are doing, and also the great hotel in Tokyo has been affected because of the attacks that they have been receiving. Other part that has been affected is the temple, the great temple in Tokyo, which is affected because of the oldness that it is. It is really old and they cannot support and deal with the attacks that is receiving. People in Tokyo living the war, they don't even know what is happening outside. They don't even know that outside of the frontiers and the barriers that they have is a war happening right now. They try to keep living, they try to keep fighting to get the basic things to survive. Kids without parents, kids without all brothers, because the nationalism in this country is also important. They give their all people to protect their territory. They try to keep living, they try to continue and move forward. However, let's discover what will happen at the end of this great war. We don't know if this small country can survive to what other empires trying to do. We know that they are two big empires trying to conquer this country, which is a small one, but is a key country in the ocean to develop this world because of the development in weapons and military techniques. The other part, the other place that we are going to analyze is the Mongol Empire, which is the one that is in this moment attacking the most territories in Asia. The Mongol Empire, with heading very smart soldiers, they have been discovered the strategy to conquer the different territories near them. They have been conquered many territories, and in this moment also they have been facing a hard situation with a neighborhood, let's call it, which is China. They have been realized the power that they have in order to get and conquer other territories, and China was affected because of that. In no time, they have conquered most or all the territory of this country. However, they have been give them a little space. Then the Mongol Empire have protect Korea that has been conquered by the Japanese military forces, and Mongol Empire decided to protect them, but getting them to their control, to be under their control. The Mongol Empire defeat the attacks of Japan, and Japan decided to surrender in this war, that they don't have an opportunity to advance in this terrific war. Remember that this is the great war that we have, that we are living right now. Well, Christian and Lina, let's see what happened. Let's see what will happen later.